Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And welcome back to the Kansas City Current training facility here in Riverside, Missouri. This the doubleheader of today's UPSL Women's National Finals. It is the Albany Alleycats taking on the Texas Spurs. Larry Weber bringing you all the action right here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching us today. You look at the matches that already transpired today. Our match that was just on, FC Florida taking on the Lady Jaguars FC, was 0-0 over across the training grounds. It was the Steamers FC taking on Little Rock Rangers SC. Little Rock Rangers with a 5-0 victory. Just about getting underway here with the Albany Alleycats and the Texas Spurs. Texas Spurs coming out of the Texas North Division. They were 6-2-0 with 18 goals to conceded. Albany Alleycats coming out of Western New York Division. They were 5-0-1 with 17 goals scored and 4 allowed. So this should be a really, really close matchup here in this tournament. $10,000 on the line for the winner of this tournament. Each one of these teams will get to play a total of 3 matches before we get to Championship Sunday. 1 match today, 2 matches tomorrow for all of these teams. And Albion Alleycats, they are going to be in the red tops and navy blue shorts, and Texas Spurs are going to be in the blue and white kits. Texas Spurs out of Allen, Texas. Albany Alleycats, of course, out of Albany, New York. Last minute flipping of the coin for find out who will kick us off. Again, thank you so much for watching us right here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy this entire weekend here in Riverside, Missouri. The sun beginning to set here. It is an overcast day. Currently 89 degrees with an 8-mile-an-hour wind, but the humidity significantly less than what we're accustomed to in the southeast. So it should feel significantly better. And with the overcast, it'll take away some of the heat off of this artificial turf. This facility, a brand new $18 million facility built right here in Riverside, Missouri. We are just a stone's throw from the Missouri River, right on the edge of the Missouri-Kansas border. Just off of 635 highway. This is the beginning of a revitalization here in the Riverside area. Said in the first match, this area about 30 years ago, around the 93 timeline, suffered a major flooding. This whole area was under 30 feet of water, and there wasn't really a lot done with this area after that. The Army Corps of Engineers revamping the levee system, making sure that this area is usable. Took several years, almost several decades, to get it all cleaned up and ready to go. But we are here at this beautiful facility and ready to present you some fantastic UPSL Women's Division action here on the UPSL YouTube channel. A good turnout here already this Friday evening. They will be 40-minute halves with all of the soccer that is being played. No real precipitation in the lineup. It'll be the Texas Spurs in the blue and white kits that'll get us underway. They're moving from right to left. Albany and Alleycats moving from left to right in the red and blue kits. Underway here at the KC Current Training Grounds. Good ball across from number 11. Cut off by the Alleycats. That pass off the mark. Back to Porto. Nowhere to go. She's going to lose possession. Trying to run down the ball is the Alleycats, number 11. She's able to do so. Sliding it across, cleared away by the Spurs. That was a good ball from Maisie Neville in the center defender for the Texas Spurs, just having to clear it. That ball knocked out. It'll be another throw for the Alleycats, going to be taken by number 5, Mariana Chuddy. That ball knocked out again, and Mariana will come over to take yet another throw for the Alleycats, able to get it forward. That one straight up into the air, still in possession for the Alleycats. Cleared away, still in the box. Finally cleared by the Spurs. That one headed backwards by number 12 of the Alleycats, Madeline Barbera. It'll be a throw for the Spurs. Quickly taken and in possession, moving forward. Cut off in center circle by the Alleycats. Good pass on the attack. That one is going to go out for a goal kick for the Spurs. Neville with another ball forward, a very dangerous ball forward, but that one just a little off the mark. It'll be goal kick for the Spurs. And don't forget to like and subscribe to see all this wonderful content that you are seeing right here on the UPSL YouTube channel. And Obar gets us back underway. But right back into the attack was the Alleycats. Have to give number 10, Catherine Groth, kudos on that header forward. You can see the facial support piece that she is wearing for a damaged nose. And without even thinking about it, heading it forward. Spurs lose possession, going back to Groth. She'll send a long ball forward. Good control, but loses it to the Spurs. Nice touch. Porto sending it forward. Rayo has it. Coming back Back and forth between Porto and Rayo, but the Rayo's pass off the mark. It'll roll out. Will be a goal kick for the Alleycats. For the Spurs, they had winning ways down in the Texas North Division, defeating the likes of Villarreal, North Texas, NTX Legends, and FC Hearst United Women. Undefeated in that Texas North Division. Albany did have one loss this season. They lost to NFC 3-2. Their last two matches were wins. Alleycats send it forward, so both of these two teams coming in on a very positive note. You can see the captain of, or the coach of the Alleycats was disappointed that missed that pass. Nice long ball forward, cleared by the Spurs. Both of these two teams having a very depth roster. Both of them 34 players on their roster during the regular season. Good ball forward for the Alleycats, but that one will go straight to the keeper. Obar will come over here to her center back. Alleycats looking for a potential way through. Cleared away by number 10, Melanie Barnes, and she got that one absolutely right. Will be a throw for the Alleycats. In the 7th minute, 0-0, Albion Alleycats and Texas Spurs. Thrown into the box. Tried to head that away, didn't get it exactly right, but that second clearance able to do so for the Spurs. Groth has it. Surveys the field, she'll go short and receive it right back. That pass a little too far, allows the Spurs to win it. Now they're on the attack. Torres goes over to the far side. Lifting it forward into the box. Coming out to grab it is the Alleycats keeper. Good work. Goes down. Will be a foul committed on Torres by her number 7, like Julia Boncherry. 7-on-7 there. It'll be number 5. Get us back underway. That one straight to the keeper. Presley Pinkston, number 5 for the Spurs. Keeper, deep breath, clears it. That one headed into center circle. Alleycats come away with it for a second, but lose it from Torres. Tackle. Working down that far line, able to keep it in. There on the attack is the Spurs. Lays it off. Somehow does not make it in. Great save by the keeper for the Alleycats, but it will be a corner. Good work by the keeper for the Alleycats. It was not pretty, but it got the job done. It'll be an out swinger for into the box and grabbed by the Spurs. Good ball into the box by Barnes. Liamero having to get that one right on that save. Pushed it wide, even if it meant that she gave up the corner. Groth heads that one straight forward. Another good attack. Liamero coming out and grabs that ball. And another deep breath sends it out. This one is going to find its way out, and it'll be a throw for the Alleycats. Coming up to take it is Mariana Chuddy. She will throw it in straight to a teammate, able to control it. Number 21, Addison Bryce, but it's going to go all the way back to the defense. Liamero controls it, gives it to her center back. But lose possession in the midfield now. Attack by the Spurs. Lays it off. Again, shot. That one off the mark, but an interesting attempt. 2 layoffs and a shot on goal by Porto, Daniela Porto, and it is out for a goal kick. Back underway through the midfield, still in play. Alleycats. Good tackle from the Spurs. Immediately on the front foot. Nice nutmeg. Just on the edge of the box, in, and Liamero with a great save. Both of these two teams wanting to find a positive result starting in this round robin tournament. All of these teams are playing 3 matches this weekend. 1 match today, 2 matches tomorrow. This one making its way. It's a little behind. Shot! What a save by the Texas Spurs goalkeeper. Fantastic. It's going to be a corner, but a fantastic save by Adriana Obar. Getting ready for the outswinger. Here it comes into the box. Bouncing through. Nobody able to get to it. The Spurs are going to be the first to pick up the loose ball. They're going to send it forward. But that one is going to roll out. Not able to get it into the possession of the on-running Jordan Colbert. Be a throw for the Alleycats here in the 14th minute. We will stop at 40 minutes, 40-minute halves for this tournament. Each team with 9 substitutions. Here is another gorgeous ball forward for the Spurs. What a save! Sensational diving save from Leomero. You are going to have some fantastic highlights to watch at halftime. This will be another corner. This will be an in-swinger to the back post, bouncing through. Alleycats lose it on the tackle. Another ball in, bouncing through again, cleared by Groth, straight up into the air, controls it for a second, but loses it again to the Spurs. Now again on the attack. Here comes number 11, Porto, trying to get around the Alleycat. That ball should have gone out, did not. It looked like it from all the way over here at midline, but both the center and the AR elected to let it play on. Now, Alexa Bezpalko, she will go back to her defender. Now, here come forward again. Back to Bezpalko. She will go over to King. King has space, threads it forward. Trying to sneak that one through, not going to be able to get it past Leomero. Both of these keepers have been on their best foot forward so far in these first 16 minutes. Juliet Rayo tried to sneak that one into the box. That ball going to be played back from Neville. Chuddy will go back to Groth. She'll go over to her center back teammate, loses possession, but it makes it over to the left back. Now she sends one forward. That one deflected off of Texas player. Good step, but loses possession, still battling for it is number 15, Maya Hovey. Has to go back into the midfield. That one is going to be a foul committed by number 12. Madeline Barbera with the foul. Right there in eyesight of the AR on the far side. He had the perfect view of that foul. It's going to be a dangerous opportunity for the Spurs. It's only going to be about 4-ish yards away from the box. It is Margaret Torres over the ball. A 2-woman wall for the Alleycats. Torres. Towards the box, headed, cleared by the Alleycats. Not a really good header that was put forward by Colbert. Leomero clears it, but she clears it right into the feet of Pinkston. That one cut off by Chuddy. It'll be a throw for the Spurs. Right into Pinkston. Rayo, good ball, trying to give it to her counterpart, Porto. Rayo and Porto have really been sinking these first 19 minutes. Rayo gets it, She's moving forward. Dangerous shot, but that one way off the mark. She had some space, needed to get that one on frame. Was about 20 yards off the mark. "19 minutes in, it is Albany Alleycats 0, Texas Spurs 0 here at the Kansas City Current Training Center. It is right now what we like to say an absolute beautiful day for soccer. The weather is perfect, nice overcast. Porto not able to get that one because it was headed away by Chuddy. Now, Texas player went down. Center official just coming back to check on her. It was number 9, Colbert, who went down. I believe she has to get verified because just to make sure it maybe blow to the head. She looks okay. Already ready to come back in right there with the 4th official. This will be a drop ball for Texas. Back underway here in the 21st minute. That one is going to roll all the way to the touchline, and Leomero is going to keep it in. Groth will send one forward. Good little touch there by Bancheri. Albany on the march forward and having to clear that one was the Spurs. 23, Abigail Wilson, just electing to clear it out. Throw in from the Alleycats. Back. Deflected off of Torres. We'll do it all over again. Barbera trying to get it past Torres, not able to do so. Deflects off. Will be another throw. She'll come to take. Bouncing into the box and cleared. Right to Bancheri. Holds off the Spurs player. No foul given there. Nice one-timer there from Neville. She tries to get the courtesy pass back from Chuddy. That one is going to go out. And we will have the first hydration break. It's all hydration breaks for these matches. We're 22 minutes gone. We will have 40-minute halves. Like I said at the beginning, it is 0-0 between Albion SC Atlanta. Or, let me say that right, Albion Alleycats. Texas Spurs. I've been spending way too much time in the Southeast region. Calling way too many teams. Like I said, we look at the weather. Currently 87 degrees, no precipitation. Feels like 98 degrees, but we have an overcast with the sun going down, 5-mile-an-hour wind. Almost no humidity. It is a beautiful night here in Kansas City, Riverside, Missouri, the suburb over here on the north side of the city, right on the Kansas-Missouri borderline, next to the Missouri River. And thank you so much for watching us here on the UPSL YouTube channel. This is the second match of today. We have a ton of matches to bring to you tomorrow. 4 matches on the docket for tomorrow. After tomorrow, we will know who is going to play in the matches on Sunday. Who is going to make it to the finals? Who is going to win this championship and raise the trophy alongside a check for $10,000? We will find out in just a couple days here in Riverside, Missouri. Thank you so much for coming along with us. Gonna bring you all the action that we can. This is gonna be a throw for the Spurs deep in their third. Bouncing to Rayo. She holds off for a moment, but loses the ball to the Alleycats. Now they look to attack. Spurs. That one not able to get that pass to number 10. Melanie Barnes not able to receive that pass. Went out for a throw. Going to be a second throw. And again, another throw for the Alleycats. We're just going back and forth here. Back to the defense for the Alleycats, looking to reshape, move something forward. Groth, she's coming over here to the near line, cut off by Porto. She's going to send it to Rayo. Rayo has some space over here on the near side. Groth coming up to challenge her, makes it into the box, keeps continuing to be pushed away and cleared by the Alleycats. It will be a throw for the Spurs. Quickly taken by the Spurs. Cleared back to the back line. Moving up was number 23. Torres settles it. Goes all the way back to center circle. Rayo still has it. She's going to come over here to Porto. Porto looking for a shot, elects to try to give it to the on-runner, and that one is cleared by Albany. Trying to sneak her way through, not able to do so. Colbert lays it off. Still fighting for it is Rayo. No foul is called. Now, Williams gives it over to the far side. Into the box. Tried a fancy shot, not able to make any contact. Neville fighting, battling with the Spurs player, number 3, Lauren King. Neville was able to clear it for a second. Here's a chance! What a save! And that is a dangerous, dangerous opportunity for the Spurs, because if you watch on the replay, number 5, Mariana Chuddy, was pulling back on the jersey of Daniela Oporto and could have easily have been called for the foul in the box, which would have led to a penalty. Oporto taken down by Chuddy. Not able to get that pass right to number 19. Krosky was trying to receive that pass, and it was behind her. Groth now, she'll send one forward. Trying to run it down is number 21. That is Addison Price, but it's going to go out, and it'll be a throw. Again, keep continuing trying to get it to Bryce, and unfortunately, it's just not able to get it on the mark. Over the head. Cleared by the Spurs. We're in the 31st minute. It is still 0-0 between Albion Alleycats and the Texas Spurs. That one's going to go back to number 15, Maya Hovey. She'll go back to Groth. Groth will move forward. She'll send a long ball over here to the near side to Neville. Maisie Neville is going to be able to control it. Tries to make the turn again, not able to get past Lauren King. It will be a throw for the Alleycats. Quickly taken, that one straight up into the air. Bouncing around, cleared by the Spurs. Groth able to head another ball forward. Absolutely just no hesitation with that support mask on for Groth. She is continually to get in there and mix it up. Trying to work it over to the far side. Offsides was the Alleycats. Good turnout here tonight here at Riverside, Missouri for this UPSL Women's Division National Finals Tournament. This is day 1 of this 3-day tournament. The second of our doubleheader. Sent forward. Catherine Groth will give it back to the keeper. She had to get that one right because she was absolutely closed down on the space. Was Leah Merrow, and Alexandra was able to do so. Thrown in. Groth holds up, comes over here to the near side. Neville settles it. Beautiful settle by Neville. That one gets a little bit of a deflection from the Spurs player. Doesn't get all the pass, does Maisie Neville. But again, here's a ball for Maisie. tries to cut it. She has nowhere to make that angle. It'll go out for a goal kick. Decided to try to take that one herself, but didn't have a proper angle. Sent out, cut off by the Alleycats for a second. Porta will not be denied. She is fighting to attack, lays it off to Rayo. Rayo give it back to her. She'll give it one time right back to Rayo, but cleared by Groth. Torres now. She will pass it forward. Taken off the ball. Now here comes the Alleycats. They're looking to attack. Trying to get it forward to Neville, but Torres will be there to clear the ball. Nobody with Maisie Neville to assist with that press on Torres. Here comes Rayo again. This time over to the far side, controlled by Pinkston. Back to Rayo. Rayo moves it forward to Barnes. Barnes loses it. Passed forward to no teammate, as there were no Alleycats in that area. But they're going to earn a foul in their half of the pitch. Allows those forward players to get forward. Another ball in a dangerous position, but just too far for Bryce to run down, so it will be a goal kick for Adriana Obar. Obar will go over to her center back, play it short. She'll send it into the midfield. Tried to one-time pass that, not able to get that on the mark, but the Alleycats do exactly the same thing. Possession back to the Spurs. Headed forward by Catherine Groth. She has just been a workhorse back in the center back role for the Alleycats. Tried to get a little bit of contact with that ball to keep its forward momentum going. Now here's an opportunity. Had to clear that ball because Maisie Neville was on top of it. Number 17, Alexa Bezpalko with the clearance. It will be a corner for the Current. It will be Mariana Chuddy who will put this in-swinger in for the Alleycats. Deflected, still in play, back to Chuddy. Chuddy sends it forward, but cleared by the Spurs. Torres getting it forward to Barnes. Barnes still has possession, trying to work around Groth, not able to do so. Groth holds her up well. Goes out, will be a throw. Both of these two teams playing sensationally here in the first 38 minutes. Still 0-0 between the Albion Alleycats and the Texas Spurs. Here on the UPSL YouTube channel. This is the UPSL Women's Division National Championship. Not able to control that ball. It gives an opportunity for the Spurs to gain possession. Over to Colbert. Colbert gives it off. Good cut. Thought about letting it go. Still has an opportunity. Rayo, tight spot. And she just pulls it wide. By the thinnest of margins, does Daniela Porto miss the back of the net there for the Spurs. Great work by Alexandra Leomero and her center backs. Leomero sends that one out, but it is way off the mark. It'll go out for a throw. It is the 40th minute. We are in. We'll see how much stoppage time we will receive. That's a nice little ball forward, trying to get it to Neville, but cut off by Bezpalco. Now another attack looming for the Spurs. Controlled by the Alleycats, goes down, no foul. Now continue, here's an attack for the Spurs again. Gets around, 3 defenders deflected off of Mariana Chuddy, coming in solid for the defense. Another one off the post. The Spurs continuing to put the pressure on the Alleycats. Neville releases it just to get some of the pressure off of the Alleycats, as they have been just marked time and time again. And the Spurs are just millimeters away from putting the first one into the back of the net before we go to halftime. Confirmation of the time that we will have here for stoppage. Trying to get it forward to Porto. Porto, great sliding challenge there by number 12, Madeline Barbera of the Alleycats. It's going to be a corner for Texas. It was 4 minutes of stoppage time. What the fourth official let each team know. This is going to be an in-swinger for the Spurs behind the tent there. Into the box. Leomero clears. Deflected off of the Texas player. Back in. Off the post again. And the AR was, I believe, calling offsides, but they went ahead and called that early, I believe. So we will end the first half of this match with the score. Albion Alleycats 0, Texas Spurs 0. We'll step away for a few minutes, allow you to get a beverage and a snack. Come back here for the second 40 here at the Kansas City Current Training Grounds. It's Albany Alleycats 0, Texas Spurs 0. And welcome back here to the Kansas City Current training facility here at Riverside, Missouri for this UPSL Women's National Finals. It is the Albany Alleycats 0, Texas Spurs 0. Larry Weaver bringing you all this action here on the UPSL YouTube channel. Just about to get underway here in the second half. It is going to be the Alleycats that are going to get us underway. They're in the red tops and navy blue shorts, moving from right to left. Texas Spurs in the blue and white kits, moving from left to right. It'll be Maisie Neville that'll get us back underway here in the second half. Remember, these matches are going to be played in 40-minute halves.
Okay, let's do this. That was insane.
Underway here, the second half. Spurs looking for an attack. Good touch there by the captain. Spurs looking to clear this out. It will be a goal kick for the Spurs. Adriana Obar gets us back underway. Alleycats looking for a place to attack. Good ball, trying to cut it through, but Torres cuts it off. Spurs looking for an advantage to move it forward. Going to lay it off to number 17. Bezpalco, good pass over here to the near side. Bezpalco receives it back. Nice little touch forward to the captain. Williams going to lay it back to Barnes. Back forward, cleared by the Alleycats. Now Neville trying to thread the needle. They're going to win that off the tackle. Good ball forward and another sensational clearance for the Spurs. Both teams cutting back and forth and back and forth. It's a massive chess game between these two teams. Growth right to the feet of Torres. Now, looking for it, Rayo lays it off. That just behind number 5. Pinkston wasn't able to receive that properly. Here comes the Alleycats. Got some space over there on the far side. Trying to get around the defender, and what a great tackle from the Spurs defender. Good ball forward in the midfield for Rayo. She sends it forward to her teammate, Porto. Porto not able to control that ball. Goes over to Growth. She gives it to her center back partner. And over here to the left back. Trying to one-time it, but Torres is there to take it off of her. Now here comes Rayo. One-time it back to the captain. Good tackle. Staying with her, standing her up, but it gets over to Porto. Porto having to lay it off. Nice ball forward, but the keeper right there. Leah Merrow doing a great job. Sun beginning to set here at Riverside, Missouri. Spurs looking to get out of a jam. Bad pass. Neville's going to get there, get a toe poke past. Here's a chance. So it's a sensational goal for Maisie Neville to finally get Alleycats on the board 1-0. Comes from a bad back pass from the Spurs. She gets a toe poke past the defender and just pushes that one right past Obar for the lead for the Alleycats. 1-0. Goal coming in the 46th minute, or 45th minute, really. 45th minute for Neville. Here's an opportunity for Texas to put it right back on. Great save there by Leomero. She throws it out, gives space, nice ball forward. Maisie's going to try to run it down. Here's an opportunity of not the best of back passes, but they pull it off. Spurs wanting to get one back quickly, as the Alleycats have taken the lead. Back and forth in the midfield. Nice scissor move by the Spurs player, number 10, Melanie Barnes. Barnes will try to get one forward. Groth clears it. That's a high boot, but gets away with it. Now Spurs looking for a long shot. That one off the mark, out for a goal kick. If you're just tuning in, the Albany Alleycats 1, Texas Spurs 0. Goal coming in the 45th minute by number 11, Maisie Neville. Substitutions all over the place for the teams. Multiple players on both sides switching out. Growth will get us back underway. Spurs control it still. Torres able to get it over to Bezpalco. Gives it back to Torres. Torres trying to go somewhere with it. It's going to have to go back to the defense before she lifts it forward. Cut off by the Alleycats. They are really looking the aggressor all of a sudden in this match. The Spurs really put it to them in the first 40 minutes. Controlled by Albany. Good turn. Even more better tackle from the Spurs. That was a nice tackle. That one just lifted all the way to Leomero. Gets a few extra seconds off of the clock before taking a deep breath to clear this ball out right at the midline. Torres controls it. All the way going to be ushered out by the Alleycats, number 22, Dylan Buttry. Good job just to see that out. Be lined up for a goal kick here. Substitutions for the Spurs. Several players coming on for both sides in these last few minutes. Do my best to give you all of the changes. Growth will get us back underway here in the 51st minute. Buttry holding up, knocked off, will be a throw. That deflection coming off of number 19 of the Spurs. I think that's Tatiana Williams, who is number 19. Spurs looking to get that goal back, get that equalizer. Maisie Neville looking to get a brace. She has really been the workhorse for the Alleycats. Now, a mistake pass. Can this lead to a goal for the Spurs? Over to the far side. Deflected. And she took a solid shot. Mariana Chuddy is going to have a Voigt tattoo on the side of her shin from that shot. Don't forget Voigt, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. Amaro will allow a few seconds to tick off before she holds it. Again, deep breath and releases it. Small in stature, but just an absolute workhorse in goal tonight. Some sensational goals from Alexandra Leamero. Got to watch some of those first halves, and here's a chance. As that ball snuck its way through the defense, cleared away, it'll be a throw for the Alleycats. Buttry will come up for the throw. Trying to give it back was Tynan, Aaron Tynan, but Buttry was not ready for it, and it goes out. It'll be a goal kick. We're in the 54th minute. It is Albion Alleycats 1, Texas Spurs 0. This is the first match for these two teams. 2 more guaranteed matches tomorrow. Albion will have to take on the Lady Jaguars and the FC Florida team. Texas Spurs will have to do pretty much the same thing. take on FC Florida first and Lady Jaguars second. Spurs looking to attack. Barnes lays it off. Goes down and is going to get the foul. Margaret Torres with the foul. No, who is it that got? Let's take a look at the replay and see who it was. At first I thought it was Margaret Torres who went down, but I see her with the ball, so I know it's not her. Let's take a look at and see as she's coming through. It's Williams who goes down, and it goes down hard. It was number 10, Melanie Barnes, who goes down. She is walking off gingerly, but she is walking off on her own. This ball is only about a yard out of the box and only about a yard from the corner of the box, maybe 2 yards tops. Captain number 15, Kelsey Sheldon, over the ball. Margaret Torres comes up and places it. This one is not easy to get up and down. You would expect to see some power placed on it. See if they can get past that 2 women wall. It'll be Torres. And it goes to the side netting. It'll be a goal kick. And that's one of those that kind of confuses you, because the way that it goes in, it almost looks like it's a goal. But it is a goal kick. We'll watch the replay when we get an opportunity. Substitution is getting ready. They're going to allow Gross to get us underway here in the 58th minute before the substitution is made. That ball is going to go out. That gives us an opportunity while they're doing substitution. Take a look at this ball from Torres. She doesn't miss by much. It's on the right path. Back to live action. We are in the 58th minute. Loses possession in the midfield, still battling. Lifts it forward, but it is going to be right into the arms of Obar. Good battle between these two teams. Straight up into the air, knocked out. Will be a throw for the Alleycats. And that's going to be a handball. Now, Sent low across the pitch. Nice ball forward. Try to one-time it to Sheldon. Loses possession. Able to keep that from the tackle was number 34. Goes all the way back to Leah Marrow. Leah Marrow with possession again. Number 34, Tanner Elsman, was able to hold on to that with a solid tackle in the midfield. Throw in for the Alleycats, bouncing through, controlled for a moment by the Spurs. Give it right back to the Alleycats. They're going to send it forward. Neville loses possession to Torres. They get it right back. Spurs struggling to maintain possession. Here's a beautiful ball. Maisie Neville trying to get a brace! And does not miss by much. That was a beautiful chance. They're going to take a second hydration break here in the 61st minute. Score is Albany Alleycats 1, Texas Spurs 0, right here on the UPSL YouTube channel, part of the inaugural UPSL Women's Division National Finals here at the Kansas City Currents Training Grounds, Riverside, Missouri. That's where you find these 8 teams battling it out for the chance to lift the inaugural trophy and a nice check for $10,000. Albany Alleycats out of New York, Sparta FC out of California, Little Rock Rangers SC out of Arkansas, FC Florida out of Florida, of course, Steamers FC from Georgia, Minnesota Blast from Minnesota, Lady Jaguars FC from Texas, and these Texas Spurs FC from Dallas, Texas. Those are your 8 teams. Who is going to make it to the finals? We've already had 2 matches tonight. The first 2 matches today, FC Florida and Lady Jaguars ended in a 0-0 draw across the parking lot. Little Rock Rangers SC put 5 past Steamers FC. We will be bringing you 4 matches tomorrow, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. Make sure to look at the UPSL channel for all of the scheduled content coming your way. Thank you so much for watching tonight, this Friday evening, spending your night with us here on the UPSL. Tonight, 87 degrees, feels like 100, but the humidity is significantly lighter than it is in the southeast where we're from. So it's not as bad. The sun is setting over off in the distance. No rain this afternoon. It has been an absolute beautiful day for soccer. An absolutely gorgeous brand new pitch here at the Kansas City Current Training Grounds here in Riverside, Missouri. An $18 million facility, state of the art all around. The women here in the U.S. finally getting notarized and recognized here in the beautiful game, both with the UPSL as well as the NWSL. Can the Spurs find a goal, an equalizer, before we end in 80? Staff here at the Kansas City Currents training facility went above and beyond to help us bring you this coverage of the UPSL Women's National Tournament. Cannot thank them enough. We have more to bring you the next 2 days. It takes a village to put on these matches. These girls are really putting out the effort as the lights come on. They are going to put it all on the line. Who is going to go home with a nice fat $10,000 check? We'll find out in just a few more days. Alleycats finally coming back on the field. Spurs huddled, get ready to get back underway. You look at that beautiful sunset across the distance behind the Current Fitness Center. You see the hotels being built off in the distance. Revitalization coming in strong here in Riverside, Missouri. Torres goes into center circle, over to the far side with the ball. Losing possession. Wins it right back off of Elsman. Williams will play it over to her center back partner. She'll get it right back. She'll move forward. Lifted into the midfield. Pass isn't perfect, but still get it back. Do the Spurs. Torres tries to cut it through. Growth sends that one away. Elsman looking to release, able to do so. Sliding over to the far side, giving space, not able to get there in time. Spurs looking to counterattack. Across into the midfield, controlled for a moment, but cleared by Growth. Maisie Neville not electing to take a hard challenge on Torres. Over to the far side. Still in possession of the Spurs. Lifted towards the box. And it bounces through. Sheldon just not able to get a touch on it. And it bounces through. It will be a goal kick. It'll be taken by Growth, the center back. Growth gets us back underway. This one, it'll go all the way back out. We'll do it all over again. We're in the 69th minute. 11 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Growth will go back over to the far side for this goal kick. This one assisted forward. Still in possession. All the way back to the keeper, Obar. She will send it to Torres. Torres trying to get it to Bezpalka. She loses possession. Now, here comes the attack. She's got to just knock it out. Does Bezpalka? Tynan earning the throw for the Alleycats. Alleycats really putting on a good shift since about midway through the first half, really keeping the pressure on the Spurs. The Spurs not finding the equalizer yet. But here's a bad pass that leads to a counterattack. Sheldon, the captain, controls it. Goes back to Bezpalka. She surveys the field, moves forward, has space, comes across over to the near side here. Back to Williams. Over to the far side. Trying to thread the needle, going to Torres, Margaret Torres. She'll lift it forward. It's bouncing through, but grabbed. Sheldon wanting to try to earn a penalty, not going to get one that easily in this match. Went down very easy. Has to be careful. You don't want to get a simulation. Not many cards issued in this match. I believe maybe one. Torres being challenged by Neville, able to release it to Sheldon. Sheldon lays it off on running Spurs into the danger zone. Cleared away by Elsman. She had to get that one cleared. As the Spurs looking to attack and get the equalizer. Here, cut off by the Alleycats, trying to get there. Williams able to get it forward. Now, Bezpalka holds up, sends it forward. Williams on the run. That one's going to be knocked out. Be a throw. She wants to take it early, but there's going to be a substitution for for the Spurs, and it's going to be the captain, Sheldon, who's coming off. Coming over here to the near side is the newly entered number 8, Sydney Davis. She's going to receive it for the first time. Plays it over to the far side center back. Abigail Wilson. She gets it forward. Coming to Torres. Torres sends it right back to who sent it to her. That one deflected right off of Maisie Neville's ponytail. Holding up play is the newly entered Meehan. Meehan lays it off to Wilson. Wilson gets it right back. She'll play it over to Bezpalka. Bezpalka moves forward, trying to get that one cut through from Wilson, not going to win it. Torres cannot get there. Neville looking to release, holds it, finally does release to this near side, but it's going to be the newly entered Davis who allows that to roll out and takes the throw quickly. Bezpalka steps forward all the way to midline. Now she releases, cut off by the Alleycats. Alleycats just holding off every single attempt that the Spurs have in an aggressive manner. That one will be knocked out and it'll be a throw. Sydney Davis will throw it in. Alexa Bezpalka will go over to Abigail Wilson. She'll move forward, send it over to the near side. Controlled, good settle there. Being double teamed by the Alleycats. Bit of a mistake, but still in control. back to Obar. Keeper's moving forward. She's going to play it over to Bezpalka. Bezpalka. All the way past center line, able to get that one forward. She has space going across. Deflected off, and it is going to go out, but is it going to be a goal kick or is it going to be a corner? It's going to be a goal kick. It was deflecting through there. There was bodies on both sides, but it will go out for a goal kick. Good opportunity there from number 16, Ninan Mihan. Groth will get us back underway as we are in the 76th minute. Another attack from the Spurs, trying to get it to Williams. Leah Merrill coming in strong. She may be short in stature, but she is full of heart and full of moxie. She has played a sensational match today. The goalkeeper for the Alleycats, keeping a clean sheet so far. She's only got 4 minutes plus stoppage time. Alleycats trying to hold off the pressure from the Spurs, able to get the throw, quickly taken but cleared by the Alleycats. They're defending with all the numbers that they have. None of the Alleycat players passed the midline right now. Here's a mistake! Save! Another sensational save! Leah Merrill is standing on her head. Alexandra Leah Merrill is putting on a clinic today here at the Kansas City Current Training Grounds. This young lady has been impressive in goal tonight. Be a corner for the Spurs. An outswinger from Bezpalka. Head in, save! Cleared off the line. Again, has to get ready. Here it comes. Cleared by Elsman. Alexandra Leah Merrill is fired up in goal. Here's another attack from the Texas Spurs. Goes down, is going to earn the foul. This is going to be a really, really decent opportunity for the Spurs. This ball is almost on the touchline. It is maybe 10 yards from the back line. Two-woman wall for the Alleycats. It is Torres over the ball. Past the wall, into the box, bouncing through, save! Leah Merrill, another sensational save, and it was offsides. This young girl has put on what could be the performance of this tournament. Spurs through the midfield. Torres sends it forward. Another attack from them. We're in the final minute of regulation. How many minutes of stoppage time will we see? Ball lifted forward, cleared by Groth. Cleared all the way out by the Alleycats. All the way back to Obar. Obar has had a great game as well. Only allowing the one goal in from Maisie Neville, excuse me. Maisie Neville scoring that goal in the 45th minute. Deep, deep breath, clears it out. Back and forth in the midfield. Alleycats cleared out, will be a throw. I did not see a stoppage time acknowledgement. Cleared away. Back to Obar. Moving forward is Bezpalka. She throws it all the way through, headed out. This is going to be a corner for the Spurs. Is this a last-ditched effort for them? It's going to be Margaret Torres with the outswinger. Here comes the outswinger into the box. Headed up and over the bar. Will be a goal kick for the Albany Alleycats. She will lay it off for Groth to take. Catherine Groth will get us underway. Comes short. It'll be a throw for the Spurs. Quickly taken. Bezpalka receives. Trying to get it forward. Able to get a pass to a teammate. Cifuentes. Back to Bezpalka. Back to Cifuentes. Into the box. Cleared away by Groth. Torres. Off the mark. Leomero will let it roll. Be a goal kick. She gives it over to Catherine Groth. She will take off a few seconds by moving it from one side of the pitch to the other. Center official says get underway. She does so. Elsman trying to get possession and headed forward, but Bezpalka was able to get there before her. This will be a throw, goes all the way down the line. And that is going to do it for the Albany Alleycats. They are able to get the opening win here in the UPSL Women's Division National Finals. What a sensational job by them tonight. Goal from Maisie Neville in the 45th minute. And an absolute sensational job by Alexandra Leomero to get the 1-0 victory. That'll do it for us tonight here at the Kansas City Current Training Grounds. We will be back tomorrow morning to do it all over again. 2 matches in the morning, 2 matches in the evening. Watch right here on the UPSL YouTube channel and see all the action live here in Riverside, Missouri. Thank you so much for watching here. We will see you next time on the pitch right here on UPSL YouTube channel.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.